Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Manifest Tarot. I'm so excited to have you here. Today is another special reading. They're all special. This one is You and Your Mirror Self. I already have 3 decks all set out and 3 crystals. This first deck is the Dreamkeeper's Tarot, and this is the lapis lazuli hexagonal point. Whoops. It wanted to. Maybe it wants to show you this too. Oh, we have the Fool. It wanted to be seen. This is the Tarot of Tails, and this is the malachite hexagonal point. And this is the Phantasma Tarot, and this is the rose quartz hexagonal point. All right, take as much time as you need to pick. You can pick more than one, of course, and I will leave the timestamps below and see you in your reading. Hi, pile number 1, welcome. You chose this Dreamkeeper's Tarot deck and this lapis lazuli hexagonal point. Right, I'm going to leave this here, and we will put aside this deck for a moment while we pull some. I'll put it over here while we pull some oracle cards. So I'm going to use this deck. Let's wake it up, and let's whoop. We already have our two cards because I'm going to pull our spirit card from this deck. So first of all, your spirit card is this Sleeping Beauty card. Sleeping Beauty's dream. And let's put that here. And then this one, which popped right out for us, is number 40, Oh Sunny Day. So we had card number 3, and we have card number 3 and card number 40. And we have a whole bunch of tea leaves here. Let's wake these up. Let's wake these up. That one looks like it wants to come out. Wake up. And then let's wake this part up. Wake up. All right, I guess these. Let us see, what do we have here? Wealth. Funnel. A concentration of energies. It seems like a concentration of your energies. I don't necessarily look at these. This funnel seems The funnel is very evocative with this wealth, paired with this wealth here. That's so interesting. Caterpillar. Metamorphosis. Unicorn. Something rare. And let's see. V. Victory. And look at the victory. Look at the V. The V is made of some precious metal with jewels. Looks like rubies. Another indication of wealth. Very interesting. All right, so here's your deck. And I am going to pull several cards, and we're going to have one on one, you know, one of your, it's going to be you on this side and your mirror self on this side. We'll see what these cards say for us. Well, that one is coming out right away. Oop. Let's make sure you can see both. I'm feeling like the cards are slow in coming out for us right now. This side has 3, this side only has 2 right now. Oh, well, this one. Let's take one more for this side. And let's see what this bottom of the deck is. The spirit card for this deck is the High Priestess. Very interesting. So these are 5 cards for you. This is you. The you, this pile number 1 is the you that is just like your deepest you, your deepest inner being, the you that is unfiltered, the unfiltered you. Let's see what this says. The Empress, wow. I'm already running out of room. Let's put this High Priestess up here. Here we go. Oh, we only have 4 cards. I wanted to get 5 cards. I guess I only got 4 cards for each. Interesting. I have another card set aside in case we want clarifying, or 2 decks. Ace of Swords, new beginning, cutting away. Your 3rd card is the Queen of Pentacles, talking about wealth and precious things. We have this Queen of Pentacles. Wow, all 3 cards so far are very favorable for the you, for the unfiltered you. Oh my gosh. The World card. The World card, pile number 1. Your you, this unfiltered you, is so powerful. Let's look at this. This is your mirror self, and this mirror self is, okay, so if you're, this is the you, this is the unfiltered you. There's the unfiltered you. But then there's the you that you walk out into the world, into the 3D, and you look out, and you act in a way, a certain way, anyway. You look out at the world, and you see what is being reflected back at you, and you take your self-concept from that instead of taking your self-concept from your inner self. That's your mirror self. That's you looking into the 3D and only believing what is mirrored back at you. So this is kind of your mirror self. It's not the real you. Right, let's see. The 10 of Swords. Ultimate betrayal. Wow. The Fool. Did I forget to show this to you? The 10 of Swords. The Fool. It's also a new beginning. Oops. The 5 of Wands. And Temperance. Puzzle pieces. Let us see. All right, give me a second. I'm going to, since I have revealed all the cards, I'm going to take a second and rearrange these just a little bit. Pile number 1, it's pretty amazing to see the stark difference between these cards for the real you, the inner you, and this card for the mirror you, your mirror self. The inner you, that is the you that is strong and, how should I say, just strong and abundant, with so much abundance and being just in your power. That's where your real power is. All of these cards. And then here we have this mirror self, which is full of conflict and betrayal, strife, fool's errand kind of thing, struggling to find meaning in a middle path, like mediocrity, struggling to find some measure of mediocrity instead of being full of abundance. So interesting how this came out. Your spirit card is the High Priestess, which is much more aligned with this side, with the real you, than this mirror self, obviously. So let's see what we have. I mean, it seems like this card, I'm going to take, I thought I was going to read these together, but I'm going to read them separately. Pile number 1, look at the Sleeping Beauty's dream. She's dreaming of not just a house, she's dreaming of an entire life. She's dreaming of an entire new life. And if you look at this, these could be snakes. I mean, are these roots or are they snakes? I think this could be snakes. She's dreaming of this new life, but also a little, like, not even protecting it, but kind of guarding it against being real. Pile number 1, if you understand what I'm saying. She wants this new life. This is the life she wants. It's her dream. It's her dream after all. But she's protecting it with a barrier that no one wants to go past. Not even herself. She's creating a barrier to the life she wants so that she can't have it. And this is exactly what is happening with your mirror self. Look at your mirror self's reading. 10 of Swords, ultimate betrayal. Ultimate betrayal and ultimate sad ending. It is just the depth of despair. and just an ending. We have the Fool, which is kind of, to me, right now, this card is showing just a fool's errand, just having a fool's, it's a fool's errand. Any progress is not going to be real. Any progress is going to stagnate, surrounded by the Ten of Swords and the Five of Wands. It's just not going to be what the goal for the Fool's goal is not going to be reached, surrounded by the Ten of Swords and the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is strife and you know, it's struggling. It's not like struggling to make your, you know, to reach your goal and you're going to struggle, but you're ultimately going to reach it. No, this Five of Wands is struggling for no purpose, being smashed by other people's staffs to no purpose, being bruised and battered to no purpose, not progressing, just staying in this endless battle. And then this Temperance is, you know, look at this Temperance, missing puzzle pieces. Both figures have missing body parts. Both figures have missing puzzle pieces. This bird is just a mere skeleton. Everything is missing something. Everybody's missing vital parts of themselves. Very interesting, pile number one. And then look over here. We have the Empress. Just abundance and fertility and magical moments. We have the Ace of Swords. New beginnings, and we have this Ace of Swords, which is new beginnings. Let's look at this first alone, and then there's another card that looks almost exactly like it. So we are I'm gonna pick that up in a moment, but first of all, look at this. She's got a sword and an umbrella. Looks like she's walking on. Is she walking on water, or is she walking on a desert? It looks like she's walking on water. At first glance, it looks like she's walking on water. It looks like she definitely knows where she's going. She's got her umbrella and her sword. She's equipped for all eventualities, and she's definitely making her way to a new position and doing it in a way that she wants to do it. And look at this. You got two cards. This could be the same woman. This could be her starting out, and this could be her after several weeks. She's got new clothes. She got a new parasol. She's able to sit on this mushroom and enjoy her sunny day because she's set out. She's set out in this new journey. She's taken this new journey, and now she's somewhere taking a break in this beautiful garden. Just looks like that's a continuation of her journey. Then you have this Queen of Pentacles, which is abundance and more fertility, because you have the three bunnies. The abundance, being wealthy and loving where you are. She's also covered with flowers. You see this. There's more connections. Covered with blooming flowers, just being one with your. Both of these cards are showing being one with your environment in a way that's not like, you know, melting into the landscape, but being so happy and content that you are at peace with your environment. Everything's right with you. And there's this also. The High Priestess is right before the Empress in the tarot deck. The High Priestess is the Magician is like it's not analogous to, it's along the same vein as the Magician, but it's the High Priestess is melding just sheer manifestation with like inner, you know, it's kind of melding manifestation and intellect and feeling, and it's just kind of, it's a very magical card, but magic with, you know, a purpose. She's manifesting with a real purpose. Look at I want it to focus on what I want it to focus on. Hold on, let me. Look at in her torso, there's this golden, is that a mirror? What is that? Is that one of these? Is that a mirror too over here? I don't know. It looks like it's mirroring a face, doesn't it? And she has light bulb, the moon. I don't know what this is. This looks like a mirror. Is that her mirror self, kind of forgotten now that she's so powerful and standing in her power in this bird's nest? All right. So we have this High Priestess, Queen of Pentacles, Empress, very powerful. And then we have the most, it's like it's the ultimate card in the deck. It's the final card in the deck. It's the World. It's everything together. So we have everything together that you have, that you want. You have the world. You are the world. This is the ultimate card to get. This is the one that everybody is striving for. It's the World. Do you see there's this couple here in her head? And did you notice that the moon is larger than this than the Earth here? Very interesting. All right, so we've gone over these. This card and this card are more aligned with this side. I have to say this card, even though it's charming on its face value, this card is more aligned with this because it's, you want something, but you're protecting it from everybody, even yourself. So we have victory. This is some jewels, you know, a very how should I say it? Abundance isn't even it. It's just, it's not even success. It's just very, it's just, I guess wealth is a good way to put it. These are aligned with this side. Funnel, this period of frustration, lessons to be learned. I have to say, this is not how I'm reading this card. This is just concentrating your effort, concentrating it. And it's actually very positive to me. It's concentrating it. This is like a rocket engine where, you know, particles accelerate as you constrict the area. Particles accelerate. So instead of being a period of frustration, this is actually a period of rapid movement. So that's how I am reading this. That's how I saw that funnel immediately. This is a metamorphosis. And things will not always be this way. A change is coming. That is very obviously because that's a caterpillar. What's coming after the caterpillar is a butterfly. This is your bridge card, pile number 1. Unicorn. This is a rare and beautiful creature, just like you. You're yourself, pile number 1. I want to make sure that this is kind of, this is the bridge between you and your mirror self. It's really clear what this reading is telling us is that when you look out into the world and if you look out into the world and you change your concept of yourself depending on what you're seeing out in the world, you you are opening yourself up to all of these experiences. Missing pieces, strife for no purpose, fool's errands, and betrayal. If you stand fast in your self-concept, no matter what is being shown in the 3D in your world, if you do not act as your mirror self, if you act as yourself, as the core of your being, you have this wealth, this acceleration in your affairs in a good way. You have everything from the Empress and the High Priestess to the world. You have this sunny day card, you have this High Priestess card, you have the World card, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Empress, wealth, victory, everything good. And what is there? We only have one bridge card so far, this caterpillar. I'm going to pull maybe let's say 3 more cards, just as a bridge. Maybe some other, like we're going to ask for 1 card from this deck, and then a couple cards from this deck. We'll see. Just something to clarify. Maybe it's going to clarify this bridge. Actually, this bridge position here. Wow, the 6 of Cups. Maybe it's you opening up to everyone within your opening up, letting people in. Yes, this is diametrically opposed to this card. Guarding everything, even your dreams, from yourself and everyone else. This is togetherness and happiness. This is opposed to this. So it's saying to open yourself up. Oh, and then we have the Knight of Wands. This is the fastest knight in the deck. This is actually this acceleration I was talking about. This is really very aligned to this. This is not feeling stuck. Both of these are kind of speaking oppositely to this, which is not dreaming of something and keeping it protected and like kind of not believing almost that it's real, that it could be real. I'm so curious. The 10 of Pentacles. Pile number 1, what an interesting reading. This is the card that is showing us exactly what is happening inside you in your inner landscape. I'm not saying that this is your whole life. This could be just 1 or 2 aspects of your life, but there's something that you want, that you're guarding against. You simultaneously want it, and you're building this giant picture in your mind, and you're feeling like you're manifesting it, yet you're guarding against it, even to yourself, even to your own access. So you're being urged to let things change. And I feel like this is no surprise to you. This 10 of Swords, 5 of Wands, missing pieces, things not working the way you want them, as your mirror self, as the self that takes her cue or his cue from the 3D reflection, you know that it's not working for you. And I am not saying this could be, but it's not necessarily you going out and saying, this is what I want, this is what I am manifesting, I pronounce this. That's not what I'm suggesting. What I am suggesting is letting down your barriers. You're being urged to be more part of whatever, family life, friends life, community. There's something that you are being invited to engage more in, so that you can become more aligned with your true self, yourself that has no, that does not put any stock into the 3D reflection to base your self-concept on. I mean, you got this, you got 3 very favorable cards again. You got this 6 of cups, which is just very much wonderful, harmonious, beautiful, lovely times. You have this Knight of Wands, and you have a 10 of Pentacles, which is wish fulfillment. So pile number 1, this is your amazing reading. I know that you must have enjoyed this. This is just it's a very plain message for you. Don't rely on what you see in the 3D. Rely on what you know is your inner, what you know is your true self. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I know that you must have enjoyed this. It's once again, the cards are showing us exactly this very wonderful message. I love it when you give me comments or leave comments and like my videos and subscribe to my channel, share them. I appreciate every time you do, and I will see you very soon. Bye. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You chose this deck along with this malachite hexagonal point. This is such a fascinating, I could keep on twirling it, but I will restrain myself from continuing to just twirl it in front of the camera. So let us see. Oh, actually, what am I doing? I'm gonna put this aside for a moment, and I am going to pull some oracle cards. So we have this deck. I'm going to pull a couple cards from this deck. Let's wake it up here. And there's this one. And we have the spirit card as well. So let's see what this says. This is our good friend Eva card. She's blooming out of the flower. This is card number 16. And what is this card? Queen Bee. This is card number 11. I just love this card. I just imagine her with these giant grasshopper legs. Queen Bee Hive. All right. And I'm going to take a few of these cards. Let's wake these up here. And I'm going to... This one seems like it wants to come out. Let us see. Actually... All right, let's see what we can get as a message. So curious. Marriage. Vase. Secret admirer. Very apropos that it came out right underneath this marriage card. Bouquet, compliments from an admirer. Wow. Wow, pile number 2. What's going on in your life that this is all happening here? Needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. Wow. Pile number 2, that's pretty crazy. All right, we have a month of the year. April, springtime in the northern hemisphere. Wow. Very fortuitous cards here. All right, so let's take this deck. This is your main deck. Let's wake it up here. And we are going to, all right, so actually, I think this one wants to come up, but I wanted to let you know that, all right, I am going to pull, looks like 4 cards for the you that is the real you. This is the you that is just unfiltered, the unfiltered you, pile number 2. On this side, I'm going to pull 4 cards that are the mirror you, the you that when you, this is how I've been described it to pile number 1, you walk out into the world and you act in the way that you want to act, and then you look outside, you look into the world and you see what's reflected back at you, and then you absorb that, and then you feel like that reflection is the real you. So this is the you that's the real unfiltered you versus the you that's the filtered you, filtered through the 3D. So very interesting reading. Let's see. This card wanted to come out, and so I'm going to pull 2 piles. I'm going to pull 2 piles. And this one. You know, the cards in pile number 1 were also pretty recalcitrant. This one wants to go in there. All right, put this aside. This is the real you. This is the unfiltered you. The 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords. What a gorgeous card. The Knight of Swords. Look at these tiny little mushrooms. Are they? Yeah, they're mushrooms on the bottom. The Strength card. Look at this lion hanging out, reading a book in striped pajamas, no less. And the 6 of Swords. Look at how happy they are to be graduating. Very interesting. All right, so now we have this. This is the mirror self. The Magician. Look at how interesting. This little rat or mouse. Seven of Wands. Oh, look at this, this camel. I know it's not actually doing it. It looks like it's going through some sort of portal or something, but it looks like it's hula hooping. A hula hooping camel. A flaming hula hoop, no less. The Sun card. This butterfly is just coming out of its transformative spell here. Five of Swords. Look at this tornado. Wow. Cutting a straight line through this field. The tornado is cutting a straight line right through this. It's this storm is showing you the way. Wow. Give me I ran out of room, so give me a second, pile number 2, and I will rearrange the cards so that we can see all of them together. Okay, I have rearranged the cards, and I forgot I'm going to take a spirit card from this deck. So let me give it one more shuffle here. And we will take the bottom card from this deck. Judgment. Huh, what a cute card. So I will show this to you. Judgment. Looks like the bunny wants to go golfing. What is going on in here? The bunny's moving out. The bunny's just going out to golf. What a cute little burrow here with a little armchair and a little purple blanket. And the bunny is pushing out. Is the bunny decluttering? Is the bunny going on an adventure? Is the bunny escaping? How interesting. So, pile number 2, it's just so astounding how positive these oracle cards are. You've got two sides here. This is the you, and this is the your mirror self. You seem to be very focused on the unfiltered you seems to be very focused on something that's success and something that has in the past made you feel unsuccessful. You want to be successful at something in the past you have been unsuccessful at. And maybe it's love, because look at all of this. This is nuts. But it could be also some sort of career thing, because we have a lot of intellect, like you are wanting to move forward with your intellect, your intellectual prowess. And we also have the Six of Swords, which is showing some sort of graduation. So we've got 2 cards that are showing some sort of moving forward with some life goal. A life goal that is so important to you. It's like fundamental to your being. This is the real you, pile number 2, the unfiltered you. The one that doesn't listen to other people saying, oh my gosh, that expectation that, who's going to become, you're never going to become an astronaut. Normal people just don't become astronauts. You can't do that. Something like that, something that other people don't believe you can do. I just needed to point this out. Remember, this lion is reading, very comfortable in his jammies, his little spectacles on his nose, very comfortable in a tree. You see this tree. And then this bunny has the same setup. He or she has this armchair, this cozy corner in this little burrow, and yet they're escaping with their golf clubs and their potted plant. Looks like their ties. It looks like this bunny is escaping the staid life. So very interesting. Maybe you're feeling, I'm wondering, pile number one, if you're really, pile number two, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like in your heart of hearts, for lack of a better term, you are feeling stuck, and it's something that you in the past have felt heartbroken over, like you've tried what you've thought of as the best, and you have been unsuccessful, and so you're kind of hiding out, yet you want that recognition instead of being sitting around in your pajamas, even if it's enjoyable, even if it's fine, even if it's something that you might be comfortable doing for the rest of your life. You don't want that. You want the public recognition. You want the joy that everybody feels when they see when you've made it, and you want the joy that you will feel when you've made it. And is this about a love relationship? Because look at this amazing little 5-card spread here. And it's right next to this queen bee. Do you feel like you want to be this, this close, beautiful relationship? Is that what you feel like is the biggest thing that you want right now? I don't know. For some of you, this might be. For others of you, it might be some sort of career thing. So let's look at this mirror self, because you really are having a totally different relationship to your mirror self than pile number one. Pile number one's unfiltered self and mirror self were almost diametrically opposed. Yours, you're feeling a little bit of uncomfortability, not like terrible, but you're definitely not happy in your heart of hearts. You're not content. You might feel content. You might feel like you should be content, but you are not content. Your mirror self is seeing or wanting this beautiful sun, your mirror self wants to see this flowering of whatever this is that you want. It wants to feel the sun on its wings. Your mirror self wants to feel the sun on your wings after you've metamorphosed into your final form. You know that this is that when a butterfly crawls out of the chrysalis, the butterfly has to unfurl their wings, and for several minutes the butterfly can't fly as the blood is pumped into the wings. Only after a while are the wings strong enough and ready to fly. So we've captured this butterfly right at in portrait, right at the time where they are waiting patiently for their wings to be ready to fly. So this magician What is going on with this Magician? That's my question. This Seven of Wands and Five of Swords, it's like amazing how this Five of Swords is really showing that this powerful kind of destructive thing that is or has happened to you, pile number 2, it seems recent to me, is showing you this in a stark way, that this path is yours. And the fact that you, pile number 2, the fact that you did not want this to happen this way, it didn't matter. This destruction has happened, and you have now this new pathway to walk. The thing is, it's leading you straight toward what you want. Maybe your mirror self is having a hard time believing that this is really what you must do, or really what is your present circumstances. This is what this card is telling me, that these two things together. Okay, so number one, you're just having to wait until your wings are ready to fly, and you don't like that. You're frustrated. Unlike the butterfly that's patiently waiting, you're frustrated as you're waiting. And this Five of Swords is showing that there's a huge destruction that came through your life and has shown you the path you have to walk, and it's leading straight toward where you want to go, but you don't like the destruction either. It seems very discontented. Your mirror self seems very discontented, because it's like not, your mirror self is trying to control everything, is kind of like trying to just control everything and just say like, no, things have to happen exactly the way I want them to. Because the Seven of Swords, honestly, pile number 2, I feel like the Seven of Swords is you, is your mirror self that is seeing what is happening in the 3D, does not like it, does not like to wait, doesn't like to see what this destruction has wrought in your world, even though it's shown you the path that you're going to take to success. You don't like it, and you are trying to manipulate the 3D in a way that's just useless. Do you see this camel is jumping from the desert to this oasis? But the camel has its eyes closed. So is this really, is the camel really going to end up in the oasis, or is the camel just fooling itself? We don't know. It's interesting that it's coming up right next to the Magician, which is the manifestation card. What is going on with you, pile number 2? All right, there's two things we know for sure. We know that you, the real you, the you that is the unfiltered you, there's something going on that you don't like, that you could be comfortable enough for the rest of your life doing what you're doing, but you want something more. You want more recognition. You want that feeling, that success that you are going to get. And it could be with a relationship, it could be something else, it could be career, abundance, something else, because of just, just what these cards are showing us. It could be an accomplishment that you have in your, that you want so much that you refuse to give up that desire, and it's making you sad that it's not here yet. We have you being, your mirror self is looking out into the 3D and seeing that you have to wait, that your wings are still becoming strong enough. You're looking out into the 3D and seeing something has destroyed a significant portion of my life. Some huge force has destroyed a significant portion of my life, and I hate that. It has shown me this path I have to walk, but I hate that it destroyed this, and I'm so upset. So this is you looking out into the 3D and seeing and being upset at what you're seeing and being impatient. The question I have is this you being told that, hey, you just have to close your eyes and jump and you'll find yourself miraculously transferred from the desert to the oasis? Or is this you tricking yourself? I'm tending to feel like it is you doing it, really manifesting it, really, because the oasis part is right next to the magician. So I'm feeling like there's a transformation going on, and let's look at this. Let's look at this spirit card again, because this is a transformation. It's another transformation. You've got this bunny that's been hanging around in a burrow, reading in its armchair, now escaping out into the yonder with a wagon filled with socks and ties and golf clubs and a potted plant. This is the you. This is you escaping from... All right. This is you escaping from what other people want. You are being held back by doubts. The inner you, the real you, the unfiltered you have been in the past, and maybe even now. You've had a disappointment. Something's hurt you. You've been rejected somehow. Love or career or something like that, and you've kind of gone into yourself and you've said, okay, I'm not going to try anymore. I'm just going to protect myself and pretend I'd never wanted it. But you really truly desire it. Now you take that vision and you look out into the 3D. You see, my wings aren't strong enough yet. Something's destroyed a big part of my life. I'm having to be blind to reality and just hope and wish and jump through this flaming hoop. I can't do it, or however you're feeling. But pile number 2, you have another card here. Remember, this card is saying that you are escaping, this life, this armchair life that you don't want. You're escaping it, and you're also having great success. You are manifesting what you want out of thin air. And look at all of this: marriage, secret admirer, compliments, sincere wish granted, and springtime. April, I'm doing this reading January, early January. The calendar has just changed, and this is April, so this is 4 months from now. Well, it's actually 3 months, so in 3 months it will be April. But it's the 4th month. So let's look at these two here. Pile number 2, we have 2 people that have become what they want. They're not looking at the flowers. They're not smelling the flowers. They are the flowers. They are the people attracting what they want. They aren't running around trying to pick all the flowers. They are the flowers that are attracting the fauna and even the flora that they want. So this flower woman has attracted the snakes and the butterflies, and all of these other orchids are being attracted to her because she is embodying what she wants. This one, she's also embodying what she wants, and she's attracted all the bees and also these other flowers. Everybody's attracted to both of these because they are what they want. They've become what they want. So no matter what you want, no matter if it's two things, many of you, I forgot to mention this, but of course, many of you want love and career. And it's showing you exactly what you need to do. Jumping from one state into another, becoming the camel. From being the camel that's stuck in the desert, you're going to become the camel that's in the oasis. You're the magician, you are making it happen. You have been shown exactly the path you walk straight towards your success. You just need to flap your wings a few times, strengthen them, the sun warms them up, and you are what you want. So you've got success in some, it's not just business, it's not just some little thing. It's not like just getting a raise. It's not just, you know, whatever. This is some fundamental thing about you. When you look into your true heart of hearts, you say, I am a dancer. I am an astronaut. I am a, I don't know, banking executive. any of these things, right? You can be that. Plus, you have your relationship is like 100% top-notch, wonderful, beautiful. Both of these things you can have. Many of you might want one, many of you might want the other, many of you might want both, and they're both displayed here for you. So pile number 2, what you're being shown is to become what you want. Become the camel in the oasis instead of the camel in the desert. Become the flower instead of running around trying to pick all the flowers that you want. You are the flower and everybody comes to you. So pile number 2, this is your just fabulous reading. Thank you so much for spending this time with me and watching this reading. I appreciate every single like, share, comment, subscription. Thank you so much. Should I say subscription or when you subscribe? I love it when you subscribe to my channel, and so that and in that way you won't miss any future readings, and I will see you very soon. Bye. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose this Phantasma Tarot deck, plus this rose quartz hexagonal point. Such a lovely crystal. So let's set this over here. We're going to put this aside for a moment while I pick some oracle cards. So I'm going to pull 2 cards from this deck. Wow. Whoa. Well, I guess I'm going to pull 3 cards from this deck. Number 2, Liberty. And let's see what else we have. Number 28, Can You Hear Me? Look at these eels in the depths. Do you have hidden depths? Pile number 3. Who? Number 21, Tiny Triumphs. Lovely, rough, and little jacket, and these lovely Harlequin. This Harlequin romper. All right, let's see. We have these. Let's jiggle these, wake them up. And I'm going to pull 2 more. Whoa. one wanted to come out too. All right, what do we have here? Tower. Do you have a long... See, this is interesting because this looks like you would have a lot of effort to get up there, but it says solid foundation, success without effort. I'm sorry, oh, it does say, it says success with effort, which is exactly what I was thinking, that it would be difficult to climb up there, but in the end you would have a nice view. Let us see. Wheel. Wheel. Butterfly. This butterfly is on what looks like a rose. Let us see. Career. This potted plant and a hammer. Looks like a hammer, doesn't it? I don't know what this is. Oh, is it a sewing machine? I don't know what this is, but anyway. Quill pen, very old-fashioned. Maybe you want to be something old-fashioned. All right, tiger. Doing something risky, taking a chance. Throne, position of authority. That's going to be right next to career. Wow, pile number 3. What's going on in your career? How interesting. All right, so this is your main deck. And what's going to happen is I'm going to pull 4 cards for each side. This is the unfiltered you. This is the you that is just the core, your core self. And this side is going to be the mirror you. This is my little my little illustration of what the concept is for this mirror you. This is the you that's the real you, walking out into the world, acting in the way you want to act, and then looking at the 3D, looking at other people's and other actions, everything responding to you, and taking that in, and then feeling like that is the real you. So looking at the reflection and having that change what your self-concept is. So this is the you that's unfiltered. This is the you that's being filtered through the 3D. So let's wake up this deck, and we're going to pull 4 cards from each side, for each side. I feel like the cards are kind of reluctant today. Here we go. So let me set that aside. This is the you that is the real unfiltered you. Let's see. High Priestess. Oops. King of Cups. Wow. Lots of abundance. Pile number 3. The Magician. Wow. Pile number 3. I'm so curious. The 2 of Cups. The Love card. Pile number 3. The romance, the romance, the romantic love pile. I'm sorry, card, not pile. This is the romantic love. This is the romantic love card. So these are the cards for your mirror self. the one that is looking out at the 3D and then acting on the reflection. The Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning. Look at how interesting this little bunny. Seven of Cups, a choice. The Wheel of Fortune, another bunny, two bunnies. I love this one with its little scarf. And the Three of Cups, which is friendship and conviviality. All right, give me a second. I'm going to rearrange these so we can see all of them. Okay, pile number 3, we're back. You can at least see all your cards here. There's so many cards saying quite a bit. Together here, pile number 3. We have this Wheel of Fortune and this wheel. Of course, this deck says Wheel of Life, but it's the Wheel of Fortune card. Just another way to say Wheel of Fortune. This wheel card, the legend here on this wheel card is kind of putting a different spin on this Wheel of Fortune card. Wheel of Fortune is, you know, what goes up must come down. It's just, you know, changing all the time. This wheel card is interesting because it says allowing your life to ramble aimlessly, completely. I mean, that is a damning statement. Expending effort with no real benefit in any way, kind of like just like seeing the seasons go by one after the other and not having any change. And I want to make clear that if you like not having any change in some aspects of your life, if you like the way things are going, it's not like having a change just for change's sake is good. If somebody likes the way their life is going, they don't want to have change. But if this is, look at how perfectly it covers up the other one. If this is kind of just allowing your life to be shaped by those around you and what's around you, and not having, knowing what you want, that's something different. So what is it for you, pile number 3? It's interesting because this Wheel of Fortune is on the mirror you, so you might be allowing the 3D to tell you or show you this is only as much as you deserve. This pile number 3 here, the 3D, I'm going to give you this certain thing, put it in front of you and be like, okay, that's it. That's all that you deserve. Everything out here, things are going on out here, and you can't, you cannot be involved in any of that. You just have this little piece here. And that's kind of funny that this moved, that I touched that. It was inadvertent, but I had wanted to talk about this in a minute, so I'm going to put this here. So we have that now with these 2 wheel cards, and we have this doing something risky, taking a chance, and we have solid foundation, success with effort. So I feel like these are all together. This is this wheel card is just kind of letting things roll along, and you're just kind of sitting back and allowing things to happen and not really doing anything about anything. And these two are saying the same kind of thing. It's taking a chance and knowing that your effort is going to be rewarded. That's what you're being presented with here. Your effort is going to be rewarded, pile number 3. But how is that going to happen? Wait, I forget how these were. I'm thinking, I'm not sure where these were. Oh, well, I'm hoping this is where they were, but. So pile number 3, I feel like you want, this is something very important to you. This is your only spirit card for the whole reading. This is you wanting to be liberated from that feeling, but not daring to allow yourself to do that. And it's no one else can give you that ability to liberate yourself. No one else can give you that permission to liberate yourself. No one else can liberate you. Only you can liberate yourself. Pile number 3. Only you have the key for your particular lock. Only you have the ability to unleash yourself upon the world in your unmirrored form, in your unfiltered form. Only you have the ability to be that which you want to be. So there is a choice. I'm going to stick with your mirror self here. There's a choice. This is a choice card. This is a figure being presented with 7 different choices. And it looks like she's very stuck. Look, she's half in the water, and she's kind of almost like the 8 of Swords. She's very immobile, and you know, she's kind of the same, but she's also kind of opposite from the 8 of Swords, because the 8 of Swords, the figure is tied, you know, her torso is tied and she's blindfolded, but her legs are free, so she could walk away at any time. This figure, her legs are not free. She's being held by these water plants. The water plants have actually captured her, so she's captive. And she's looking away from her choice. It's like she's actually trying to ignore the choice, which is very much like this allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. I didn't even realize it until now. Oh, this was like this, right? Was it? No. Anyway, this Wheel of Fortune and this 7 of Cups, it's in this allowing your life to ramble. It's refusing to make the choice that would propel you, that would liberate you. And very interesting that, look at these two. We have this Ace of Pentacles, which is a new beginning. A new beginning, a prosperous new beginning. Very jaunty little rabbit. And then we have this 3 of Cups, which is a whole bunch of conviviality, togetherness, happiness, friendship. It is very interesting that your final card for each side of yourself, your mirror self and your unfiltered self, they're both similar, but this is friendship and this is romantic love. So it looks like, I mean, everybody likes friendship. Everybody wants friendship, right? But if you're having friendship instead of romantic love, when you want the romantic love, that is not what, it's not what you want, right? So is this happening to you? Are you being offered friendship when you want romantic love. I wonder if it's that simple, pile number 3. We have this, can you hear me? Very interesting, because then you have this career, position of authority, success with effort, change for the better, solid foundation. Look at all of these things here. Look at all of this. Is this, you seem to have, again, this is like pile number 2, right? You seem to have strong career and relationship aspirations. And is this, can you hear me? I think it might be for both. It's both. Can you hear me? You know, can I make myself heard in love? And can I make myself heard in my career? I want to be heard. I want to be listened to. I want to be recognized. I want to be appreciated. But looking out, walking out into the 3D and acting the way you want that's great. Walking out into the 3D and looking for validation before to make yourself feel before you, like, to make yourself feel good, whatever, that's fine. Everybody wants to feel good, but before you believe, that's the thing. Is that what you're doing? Are you walking out into the 3D and saying, this is who I am? And if you don't hear back immediately what you want, you just scurry back away and just hide and allow things to happen without any sort of trying, without any sort of without continuing to persist. Are you persisting, pile number 3? I mean, we haven't even talked about the unfiltered you, because it's just so amazing. I'm saving it for last. This tiny triumphs thing, I just feel like this is the bridge card between your mirror self and your real, and your unfiltered self, because you have to look within, pile number 3, and congratulate yourself for the tiny triumphs, because you are the one who's going to love yourself and hear everything you have to say before anybody else will care. Isn't that crazy? We have to love ourselves and just become completely enamored of ourselves and our goals before anybody else will do so. So this is your unfiltered you, and it's just so amazing that I wanted to end with this, because it's so amazing. Pile number 3. We have the High Priestess, which is just completely powerful. She has the day and the night at her command. She has these fish and these little, not little, probably huge sea creatures that are trying to impress her. Like, these giant sea monsters are trying to get her attention because they love her so much. And these little fish are giving her little beautiful garlands. She's so loved. And you know why she's so loved? Because she loves herself and she believes in herself. No one would ever, she would be in a corner by herself, and no one would love her if she didn't already love herself first. That is the truth. Then we have this King of Cups, complete abundance. It is the personification of abundance and so much wealth that it's like it's a wealth and abundance, and so much wealth and abundance that you are just giving it to others. You can be so abundant with others because you are so abundant within yourself. And that's what you're being called on to be within yourself, is just this complete abundant person, because you're so abundant, pile number 3, inside yourself. And just to show that to other people, they will know. I know that you are I know that this is making sense, because it's such a beautiful concept, and it's the realization that no one will ever perceive you in any other way than you perceive yourself is so freeing. It is the ultimate liberty. It's the ultimate liberty, because as soon as you see yourself that way, others will see you that way. Maybe not within the same second, but you have to persist in seeing yourself that way, and others will see you that way. Valuing yourself, others will value you. And we have this Magician. We have the High Priestess and the Magician. These very manifesty cards. So the Magician is a rabbit pulling a person out of their hat. You're subverting expectations by being the rabbit pulling the person out of your hat. And look, this isn't even a hat that this bunny could wear, because it doesn't look like it has ear holes that would be comfortable. This bunny is, I don't know what that means. It isn't even this bunny's mask. This bunny didn't even, hat. This bunny didn't even need to buy this hat. It's completely being given everything, I guess. I don't know. That's so interesting. And then we have this love card, this romantic love card. These two are equals. They both see each other as just as lovable and just as loved as they see themselves. This relationship is a relationship of equals, and a relationship where each person, bird person, is getting exactly what they want, and they are giving exactly what the other person wants, and it is completely harmonious, utterly harmonious. The thing is, pile number 3, what is preventing you from taking these steps to be this version of yourselves? Because this is the version of yourself that is within you, that is you, that's the real you. What is keeping you kind of stuck in a loop? What is keeping you bound? I'm not sure. Is it just that you feel like you can't take a risk? What is it? I feel like we need to have a couple more cards. So I'm going to pull, I've got a couple decks here. I'm going to pull, whoa. I'm going to pull 2 cards from each deck. I'm going to pull 2 cards from this deck. What is going on with you, pile number 3, that you aren't taking this step? What is it that's preventing you? Wow, the 10 of Cups, wish fulfillment. The 3 of Swords, some sort of pain from your past. The 4 of Wands. The 10 of Swords. Wow. This is such an interesting spread here, little mini spread. We have this complete and utter wish fulfillment. Not only abundance, but also love and companionship and just complete fellow feeling and happy family. Then we have this 3 of Swords, which is past hurt. You know, it's past hurt because this is the after tarot, and the swords have already been taken out. The heart is already bandaged up and is healing. There's rain coming in, and it's going to wash off all the blood off the swords. It's kind of past hurt. Then we have this 4 of Wands, which is, you know, togetherness and like a new beginning, and not a new beginning as in a brand new, fresh new beginning, like an ace. It's more of a like everything is wonderful and you can just kind of like enjoy, like you've worked hard and you've come to this end of the struggle, and now you get to celebrate, if you understand what I mean. Not even a struggle, just a journey, not necessarily a struggle. Then you have this 10 of Swords, which is its ultimate betrayal, just terrible, just some, look at the, this poor little gingerbread person is just horrified. This is the personification. This little gingerbread person's the personification of the 10 of Swords, like, ah. So what is preventing you from being this amazing person that's inside of you is fear of betrayal, fear of failure, and being so attached to the end result of what you want that you're not in the knowing. That's what's happening, pile number 3. You are you want what you want so much that you're so afraid of failure that you're letting your life go by without trying. That's the crux of what's going on here, because you have such magical powers here. Like, you have such magical talents is what I'm trying to say. You have such charisma. You have just this essence about you, pile number 3, yet you're hiding it because you feel like if you don't immediately have the most like success, if you don't have immediate success, then you're a failure. You are so attached to the exact thing that you want being there completely immediately that if it doesn't show up, then you lose your ability to persevere. But look at what, okay, so, but these are within your reach, these beautiful things, this 10 of Cups, this is within your reach. So let's look at this again, this High Priestess, King of Cups, Magician, and 2 of Cups. All of these are the true unfiltered you, pile number 3. Those are you. So the only thing that's keeping you from those are your fears and your ability to undermine yourself, which is not an ability you want unless you like to be undermined by yourself. Maybe some people like that, I don't know, but like your career and your love life, so beautiful and wonderful, pile number 3. Your ability to manifest is just there. Everything is there for you. I guess what you both need to believe in yourself more and to take a step back from idolizing your end result. I guess maybe idolizing yourself, because there's a lot to idolize there. Knowing your worth. Anybody would be happy and proud and like honored to know you and to be with you and to, work with you. It's that way. It's not that you would be lucky to be noticed. It's that others would be lucky to have you in their life. Pile number 3. And that is what has been your barrier, and that is what you can change. Like that, it's the inside, it's inside you, knowing that you are the one that is the beautiful, magical creature that you are. Pile number 3, this is your beautiful, inspiring reading. I love it that you have joined me for this reading. Please be sure to like, comment, and share this video. And I love it when you subscribe to my channel so that then you don't miss future readings. I know I will see you very soon. Bye for now.